I have created the Chiffon and Co company based on the question, and then current period is 1/4/2017 to 31st/3/2018. The current date is Saturday 1st April 2017, and I didn't enter the vouchers. And if you look at the gateway of tally, accounts info, inventory info, accounting vouchers and inventory voucher and other relevant things are has. So now I'm going to go to the exercise 1. So the prepare the journal entries, trial balance, trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet with inventory maintained, the book of Chiffon and Co for the following year 2017 to 2018. The first one is capital. We have to be enter the opening balance. I'm going to enter the opening balance. So if I am going to enter the opening balance, go to the accounts info and the ledger. Under the ledger, create the single ledger. I'm going to be type the capital. Under the capital, then we have to be choose the capital accounts. Okay, capital account, capital, and then amount is 884,000. I'm going to be enter 884,000. The next one is cash. Cash is a default account. If you press the page up key, the cash account will come. So we have to be enter the amount. The amount is 60,000. The next one is machinery. Machinery is a come under the fixed assets. So I'm going to be type the machinery. It is coming under the fixed assets. So I'm going to choose the fixed assets. The amount is 100,000. The next one is the furniture. Furniture also the fixed assets of the company. So I'm going to be type the furniture, and then under fixed assets the amount is 70,000. I'm going to enter 70,000. The next one is Indian Overseas Bank. Company has account. The amount is 150,000. So I'm going to type here the Indian Overseas Bank. It's a coming under the bank account. Then amount I need to be enter here. How much? 150,000. The next one is a prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses mean we have given advance for the future expenses. So it's one of the current assets for the company. So I'm going to choose the current asset, and the amount is prepaid expenses 14,000. Then yes, the next one is Sudha Traders. He is the debtors. So I'm going to be enter the Sudha Traders. Sudha Traders is Sunday debtors. So I'm going to choose the Sunday debtors, and the amount is how much? 20,000. Then the reference is bill number 65, 90 days. So I'm going to be put the name is bill number. It's 65 and 90 days. So I'm going to be accept yes. So the next one is Salman Co company. I'm going to be create a Salman and Co company. It's coming under the Sunday debtors. The amount is 25,000, and then name, under the name I'm going to put the bill number 45, and then due date is 80 days. Then accept. The next one is outstanding rent. It means that we have to be paid within 1 year. It's one of the current liability. So I'm going to choose the current liability, outstanding rent, and then amount is 80,000. The next one is outstanding salary. It means that we did not pay the salary to the employee, so we have to be paid within 1 year. So I'm going to choose the current liability, and then amount is 150,000. So then I'm going to be enter yes. So you can see that debit 439,000, but the credit is 1,114,000. So the difference 675,000. The 675,000 is the company has a stock. So if we enter the stock, it will debit equals to credit. So now we have come back, press escape key and come back to the gateway of Tally. So now we are going to look at that how can we create the stock creation. You know that the first we have to be create the stock group. So if you want to be create the stock group, there is the stock in hand, it is the primary group. So the under the stock in hand we have to be under the subgroup. Medical item is one of the subgroup, and industrial item is another subgroup, and electronic items is another subgroup. So we have to be enter the stock group. So I'm going to be tell you how can we enter the stock group. So the first, go to the gateway of Tally. Under the gateway of Tally, inventory info, stock group and single stock group. So now I'm going to be enter the name. First one is stock in hand. The first group is stock in hand. I'm going to be enter the stock in hand. It is coming under the primary group, and also you need to be type yes. Can quantity items be added? Yes. You need to choose yes, then only the value will be added. So I'm going to choose the yes and accept. The first subgroup is medical items. So we have to be enter the group name is medical group, sorry, medical item. It is coming under the stock in hand. Stock in hand is a primary group. Under the stock in hand there is three subgroup: medical item, industrial item and electronic item. So I'm going to be under the medical item. It is coming under the stock in hand, not primary. So then yes. The second one is industrial item, is a second subgroup. So I'm going to be under the industrial item is a second subgroup. It is coming under the stock in hand. Then yes, accept yes. The third one is electronic items. So electronic item also another subgroup of the stock in hand. So I'm going to be under the electronic item, and it is coming under the stock in hand. Then yes. So now we have created the stock group. So the second process is unit of measures. It means that we have to be enter the quantity based measurement. So if you look at this question, $500 milligram tablet is a measures by tabs, and metazine 3000 tab, Zerodol 5000 tab. So tab, and the cement is bag, measurement bag, bricks numbers, iron box numbers. So there are 4: tab, strips, bags and numbers. So I'm going to be under the measures. So how can we enter the measures? I'm going to be press escape key, then come back to the gateway of Tally and inventory info and unit of measures. Under the unit of measures I'm going to be create. So the first one is tab. So I'm going to be type tabs. The formal name is tablet. Okay, and then number of decimal place 0 for the tablet, because we cannot provide half or 0.25. we can't give the tablets. But sometime if you measure the liters or kilogram, you have to be under the decimal place. It may be 3, for example 1.500 liter, right? So there is 3 decimal you have to be entered, but its maximum we can enter the 4 decimal place. If you enter the 5 decimal place, it will not accept. For example, if I click 5, then accept, it will say there please put the decimal place greater than 4, it's not allowed. So we have to be choose lesser than 4. So now the tablet is not measured by the next decimal, so I'm going to choose I'm going to be type 0, then yes. So the next one is strips, so I'm going to be type strips, and formal name also strip 0. Okay, so the next one is bags, so I'm going to be type the measurement bags, the formal name bag 0, yes. Next one is numbers, so I'm going to be enter numbers, so the formal name is number NUMBER, then decimal place 0, then accept yes. So now we enter the unit of measures. The third part is stock items create. It means that we have under the medical item 4 stock item, industrial item, under the industrial item 2 stock item, electronic, under the electronic items we have to create 3 stock items. So we are going to create one by one the stock items. How can we create? Press escape key and come back to inventory info and go to the stock item, then create single stock group. So the first one is Dolo 500 grams, so I'm going to be type Dolo. It is a medical item. Under the medical item it's measured by the taps, and the opening balance is Dolo 5,000 taps and 5 rupees, 5,000 taps into the 5 rupees. If we enter the 5, the value will automatically generate. So 5,000 into 5 to 25,000, then enter, then accept yes. The second item is Metazin. I'm going to be type Metazin. It is coming under the medical item and it's also measured by the taps. So the quantity is 3,000 and each 4 rupees, so the total 12,000, then accept yes. The next one is Zerodol. It is coming under the medical item, so it's measured by the taps, and then quantity is 5,000 quantity, the rate is 10 and total 50,000, then accept yes. The next one is Vicks Action. It is coming under the medical item and it's measured by the strips, and then quantity is 5,000 each 25 rupees, so the total 125,000, then accept yes. Next item, industrial item. Under the industrial item we are going to enter the stock item cement. It is coming under the industrial item, and cement measured by the bags. The quantity is 500 each 250, 500 each 250, amount 125,000, then yes. The next one is bricks. Bricks is coming under the industrial item and it is measured by the numbers, and the quantity is bricks quantity is 500 each 300. 500 quantity, each 300 rupees. Then yes. The next one is electronic item. First one is iron box. Iron box, it's a coming under the electronic items, and it is numbers, based on the numbers measured, and then quantity is 10, the rate is 800. The next one is calculator. Calculator, it is coming under the electronic items, and it's also number is a measurement, and the quantity is 525, the rate is 100, the value is 52,500. The next one is heater. It's a coming under the electronic item, and it is also measures by numbers, and then quantity is 150, the rate is 850, the total 127,500. Then accept yes. So now we have done all the stock items we have entered into the tally. Now we are going to look at the debit and credit. So if I am going to be look at the debit and credit, so first I'm going to go to the accounts info and ledger, create ledger, and you can see here the total debit is 1,140,000 debit, as well 1,140,000 credit. So our opening balance is correct.